All right, so let's look at the. Yeah, we found a way. It's going to get better here. All right, so we start out with Jacob here. Jacob Igor Bowman, Hunchback of Springboro Dame. All right, buddy. So that's where you start out. Remember the tour players. The main thing that's most important about the tour player swings from this down the line angle is that they're dead on that plane line. Right down there. See that club head comes right down that blue line, about halfway into their downswing. Goes above it, and the shaft is through the top of their left shoulder. And we saw there you're a little more above it there. Starting out today, and then you got that one on the toe a little bit, but still the ball went fairly high and far and straight for you. Yeah, and you were flat-footed, right, starting out. And so now we looked at Joshua. The great news was he was just about dead on that plane line. All right? And you got it toward the heel a little bit. That's why the club twisted closed, went out to the right on you a little bit, but the ball still went fairly good, fairly well. And it's parallel to your plane line like Tiger Woods, but it's not quite through the top of your left shoulder. Okay? And he's flat-footed, right, exactly. So, and then from the face-on angle, what we saw for Jacob, again, compared to Ernie Els or the other tour players, when they finish, they really get in front of that circle when they finish. On top of their left foot, nothing but this right foot and right calf off this nice straight line of their body. But what we saw for Jacob starting out today was he was a little more flat-footed. And then he was higher above the circle because, like you rightly observed right away, it's because you were starting so bent over like golfer Igor. All right. And so now for Josh, we saw the same thing here. That again, this one, remember, it got hit off the heel a little bit, so that's why it twisted closed on you right there. See, the club face got twisted closed, the club head did. And then when you finished, again, instead of like the tour players being in front of the circle with your head above it, you were kind of flat-footed. So the first thing I wanted to work on was to give Jacob a little taller setup, and you did that, but it was kind of neat here. You hit that one right on the sweet spot. See that? Club didn't twist at all. Got up in the air nicely, and we saw on the tape that was pretty close to the sweet spot. And then the good news is, from this face-on view, remember the old is gold and the new is blue. When you look back at this with Linda and Joseph and everybody else in the neighborhood, golf night at Jacob's house. Everybody come over and watch golf videos. Look how much better the finish will be here. Again, this one was around the sweet spot. It didn't twist on you at all there, the club head. You see the ball getting airborne nicely there, taking off. But the main thing, the one thing you were trying to do, you wanted to finish in balance on top of your left foot, nothing but your right foot and right calf off this nice straight line of your body and that back toe pointed down. See the new blue there looks a lot better than the old gold where you were flat-footed. All right? And so that's the one thing I wanted to give you there, buddy. And then also, interestingly, without you even trying to get better, you got better on the downswing plane. The club head got closer to the downswing plane when you set up better and you finished in balance better. See, there you were above it on the old gold over there. Here on the new blue, you're much closer to it. That one you got on the toe a little bit, so that's why the club head twisted open on you. But the good news is, when you finished, look how much better that looks again, buddy. Back toes pointed down, in balance, instead of kind of being over here flat-footed. All right? So that's great work. And then here we see that same swing from this angle. Same good balance finish there, buddy. Right there. And around this, ooh, that one got on the toe a little bit, didn't it? Twisted open on you. Just a little bit, but it was still airborne. And there's your good bounce finish. And then for Joshua, again, main thing I want you to work on was to see if you can get into a better bounce finish. Sure enough, there you are. On top of your left foot, nothing but your right foot and right calf off this nice straight line of your body. Whereas here, you're a little more flat-footed, right at the end of your swing. Right. And then, oh yeah. And then we wanted to show this. Yeah, we'll get it there. There we go. So there's the sweet spot tape that I first showed you guys today. The sweet spot is your friend. Remember, that's 94 cents for a strip of 5 of those little tape things. Oh yeah, and then I want you to remember, you ever seen these almost golf balls? All right. And Dave Pelz likes to advertise that They won't break windows. Backyards in Springboro, Ohio. So, of course, you know what all the guys say. Like, oh, I'll tell you, Joel, next time I see you. So, almost golf. They're all at Dick's stores. Look inside, we might have something like it. But you see, it kind of feels, I mean, it's solid, not like a wiffle ball that you can kind of break. So, you would get marks on your sweet spot tape with that in the backyard. Does that make sense? Again, all week long, 168 hours a week, except the 3 hours between 5 and 8 p.m. on Sunday nights. Practice all you want. And if it goes in the neighbor's yard, that's the idea. If it goes across one of those 3 fences in your backyard, yeah. So you see what I mean? If this goes across one of the 3 fences in your backyard, no dogs, humans, cats, raccoons, possums will be hurt, windows will be damaged. And then, so there you hit it around the sweet spot. That's a good question. I don't know where that came from. Huh, I don't know. Yeah, it could be. All right, and then here's proud Joshua with his sweet spot tape there, getting him around the sweet spot pretty well. Okay? And then Jacob had one question. When I asked him if he had any questions about it, I'll tell you, Dad, what the one question was. All right. So, but that's all I'd give you today. Does that make sense? Now, what I'd want you to do is practice some, just those same things. So let's stop the video here. Anything else we shouldn't say before I cut the recording off? All right. You want to say hi to Joseph and Linda?
Hi. Hey.
All right. So we'll stop it there. Yeah, buddy. All right. So it's about 7 minutes there. So it goes down from 30. So we're about 7 minutes on there.